Hey guys, so I'm currently sick right now and bored, so I know this is not the normal setup that I would do most of the time, but this is what you're gonna get for this video. So a little bit ago I posted a community post saying that I had a video that was gonna be coming out soon. This is not the video I was talking about. This is just gonna be like a short little advice video, I guess you could say, because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do and you guys need content. So this is what I'm going to give you until the video I was actually talking about comes out, which probably won't be for another couple of weeks, but it's getting really close. So really excited for that. So I thought that you guys would like a little. I've been taking psychology classes and learning all this stuff about people and the human mind, and I thought I would share this with you guys. So this video is how to know if your crush likes you back, even if you do not personally know each other or you're not friends, and you know, like you've never really talked, but you just have a really big crush on this person. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be helping you guys out with today. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that you really need to know is navigating feelings for someone you don't personally know can be tricky, but there are a few signs and strategies that might give you clues about whether your crush shares similar feelings. So the first thing we're going to start out with is some signs to look for. So the first thing you're going to want to look for is social media interactions. So when I say social media interactions, I mean likes and comments. If your crush frequently likes or comments on your post, it could be a sign that they are interested. This could also mean story views, like consistently viewing your stories or responding to them might indicate interest. Liking them, commenting on them, viewing them, like every time you post your story or even just a normal video or photo or whatever, they're always viewing them, liking them, commenting on them, sharing them. Any kind of interaction with your social media is a really good sign that, you know, they think you're cool or they're interested in you and probably want to get to know you a bit better. The next thing you want to look out for is body language. Body language is a really important thing when it comes to somebody liking you. I really hope you guys don't think that's creepy. So eye contact is a big thing. It doesn't I feel like it doesn't really occur to people how big of a deal eye contact is. So if you see them in person a lot, then and they seem to look at you more often than others or hold eye contact longer, it might be a sign of interest. Another thing is smiling. So a smile directed at you, especially in a shy or nervous way, could be a really... My camera just shut off. But smiling, especially directly at you, or if they're and then they see you and they smile or get a happier look on their face, that's a really good sign that they like you. So if you're, for example, if you're a teenager like me and you're walking through the hallways in school and they you see them and they look meh, or you know, even if they have friends with them and they're kind of just and then they see you, if they look at you, you know for a fact that they looked at you and then they smiled or got really flustered looking, or all of a sudden looked more happy than they normally would, it's probably because they like you. Guys specifically, everybody really, but guys specifically tend to be, I guess, be more happy when they're looking at something that they like, or they're, I guess, when they see something that they like or want, I guess you could say, it kind of just brings out this emotion. And it may only be like a split second thing, like their facial expression just changes, like a quick raise of the eyebrows, which is another thing that they will do. If they see you see them look at you and they do this, like, it's because so what they're doing psychologically is, it occurs naturally. They will raise their eyebrows and for a minute, and it's because they are like widening their eyes, like to get a good look at what they're looking at. They like what they're looking at. It's kind of just like, whoa. So they are opening their eyes and to get a good look at what they're looking at. They like what they are seeing. And a lot of the times they don't even know that they are doing that or that they just did that. Another thing is, like, if they are with their friends and you say something to them in front of their friends and they have told their friends that they like you or mentioned something about thinking you're attractive or having a crush on you, and their friends like get that smiley look on their face or start picking on them after you walk away, it's a really good sign that they've mentioned to their friends before that they are interested in you in some way or have a crush on you or think you're attractive, anything like that. Friends are really big signs. So just pay attention to how his friends act towards him when you come around, when you walk past him, or if you were to say something to him one day. Pay attention to how his friends act, because that is a really big sign. So the next thing that kind of dials back to what I said before, which is social media interactions, is like DMing you or making the first move. So a big thing that could happen, like messages or DMs, if they initiate conversations online or keep conversation going, it could be a sign that they're interested in getting to know you better. So like, if you're talking about, like, if, say you finally get their number or they DM you on social media and you guys start talking through Instagram or whatever, and you are talking about something that is important to you, if they're kind of just like, oh, okay, they're not keeping that conversation going. The thing about guys is, if they are actually interested in what you are saying, they are going to try to keep that conversation moving along. If they actually care, they're going to try to keep it moving forward. And the same thing with girls. If they are interested in what you're saying, they're gonna show that they care and keep the conversation moving and show interest in what you are saying. So if they're just like, oh, okay, or cool, whatever, they don't really care that much about what you're saying. They're like, okay, like, next subject, whatever, cool. But if they're sending texts like, oh, what happened after that, or what did blah 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 say, or how did it happen, any kind of question or something that requires more than a yes or no, like an open response, they are trying to keep the conversation going, and they're interested in knowing more about what you're talking about. They actually care what you're saying. So that is a big thing. Showing interest in what you're saying. Okay, so the next thing is called the lemon meringue pie theory. So this is really more with guys, I think. Guys do this more often. So the lemon meringue pie theory is basically, say you are in a project with this guy or something, or maybe you guys like just have some one-on-one time. This is more of like if you are finally starting to talk to them, or maybe you're in a project together and you're having like one-on-one time. This is something that you want to look for. So the lemon meringue pie theory is basically, he's telling you about his mom's lemon meringue pie. She makes the best homemade lemon meringue pie. or she knows the best bakery to get this delicious lemon meringue pie, and he is just endlessly talking about this lemon meringue pie that he loves so much. Most people, what they're going to do as a response to show that they like them, or to try to get them to like you, or try to get them to like them, they're going to go either buy him this lemon meringue pie, or they're going to make him a lemon meringue pie. But you are not going to do that. You're just like gonna be like, okay, like show interest, but you're not gonna go buy him a lemon meringue pie or make him a lemon meringue pie. And out of that, the girl who got him or made him that lemon meringue pie versus you, who showed interest but didn't go out of their way to go get it or make it, he's going to find you more attractive because you are not doing whatever it takes to meet his standards, and to do whatever he wants. Just drop everything to give him what he wants and needs. A guy typically is going to want somebody who has a life and doesn't have all the time in the world to give him what he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it, He's going to be more attractive to a girl who has a life other than him and doesn't try to please him all the time 100%. So that's a big thing to try to look out for, basically. Don't give all your time to him, and do everything he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it, or try to meet up to his standards. A guy typically is going to, if they actually like you, they're gonna like you for you, not because you met his standards. So another thing that you need to look for is reciprocation. If they respond positively to interactions and start initiating conversations themselves, it's a good sign they might be interested. So if you go up to them and start talking to them or start liking their posts and they don't seem interested, like they don't carry on that conversation, or they don't talk to you ever again after that, or you start liking their post or commenting on their stuff and they don't do any of that back, like they don't check out your account or start liking your stuff, they're probably just not interested. So that's another good thing to do, is look for reciprocation, because a lot of the times if they don't notice you, or they have noticed you before but they don't really know who you are, or they've seen you around but they haven't done anything to try to get to know you, and you start doing that, you start making the first move and looking at their accounts, liking their stuff, commenting on their stuff, talking to them, and they don't start doing the same back, they're probably not interested in you. Okay, so the final tip I'm going to give you guys is, if you are ever wondering, like, this mostly applies to guys, or applies to girls, like how guys think. If you are a woman and you are ever wondering, like, why doesn't this guy find me attractive? Or, like, I know I'm attractive, I look in the mirror and all I see is attractive and pretty, there are a couple of different tips I'm going to give you here. So the first one is, maybe you are not open. Like, you are super attractive, 10 out of 10, but if say you're in school one day and you're walking through the hallway, confidence is key. Confidence is a really good thing. But if you are just looking forward, not paying attention to anyone else or giving a care to anyone else, just walking, looking straight forward, only caring about what you are doing in the moment, you're generally not going to attract a lot of people. Whereas if you're walking with confidence but giving people those like looks, looking around the room, and kind of like eye contact with everybody, even if you don't like them, or they are rude to you, or you don't even know who they are, eye contact with everybody, look around the room, and that's going to give you a more open vibe, and people are more attracted to an open personality. So that is something you could probably work on. Another thing is, if you are a really attractive person but you aren't getting a lot of compliments about your looks, or like you don't get complimented often, it's probably because people either A, think you're already getting a lot of compliments and don't want to pester you, or don't want to be like everybody else and bug you because they think you're already getting a lot of compliments, or they think that you already know, or they know that you already know you're attractive and don't feel the need to compliment you because you already know you're attractive. And the last thing is, this is mostly how men think. Females, I don't think this way a lot of the time, and some of them do, but I feel like this is mostly how guys think. So if you have two girls, one of them is super pretty, good personality, and one of them is not very pretty and doesn't have the best personality, like if you put them together, most guys are going to choose this one. But if this one is the least attractive and has the worst personality out of her friends and family and people that she hangs around, and this one is the most attractive and has the best personality out of the people she hangs out with and family, a lot of the times a guy's going to choose this one, because that gives him the mindset that he's dating the best one, the better one. Whereas if they pick this one, they're dating the worst, or the least, that like less than they could have had, basically. They feel more confident when they're with somebody who is considered the best, rather than somebody who is the worst out of their friend group, out of people they know, family. Now, regardless of this, you should not change how you are or who you hang out with, or dislike anybody because of this. It might just mean you are going to have to try a little harder. Camera keeps wanting to show off. Anyways, it might just mean you have to try a little harder to initiate something, or prove to them, show that person that you are the more attractive person. Because if these people like that you hang out with don't talk to them, or even if they do talk to them and know them, you just have to show them that you are the better person to be with, and try a little bit harder. Now, some guys don't think like that at all. Some guys don't have that mindset, but a lot do. So it'll just be a little bit harder, or they might not even think of you. It's really all about if they think of you as the most attractive in that group or the least attractive. But if you're like mid in their mind, like the middle of that group, you still have a better chance than if they think you're the lowest in that group. But if they think you're the lowest in that group, then, and they don't think that you're more attractive than these people physically and emotionally, mentally, all that kind of stuff, it's probably not the right person for you anyways, because they should like you for who you are and want to be with you regardless of who's more attracted than you. I lied. There is actually one more thing, because I think I said this was the last tip, but there is one more thing. If you're hanging out with a person that you like, a lot of the times, and you see somebody coming by that is more attractive than you, or like you think, or see them looking at them like, oh, maybe they think that person's more attractive, do not bring them down. Don't be like, oh, that shirt looks terrible on her, because then they're immediately going to relate that to you. So what you actually want to do is compliment them, like, oh my gosh, like her outfit looks so good, or his outfit looks amazing, or his hair looks really good. They're immediately going to relate that to you, and they're going to find you much more attractive if you are complimenting somebody and bringing somebody up, rather than putting someone down and being negative towards them. Anyways, guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helped you, and I hope you try some of my tricks. Remember to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you know when I post my next video, and look out for the video that I'll be posting here in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be super fun. and I will see you guys in that video. Bye!